game 3 action. Yes, this is game 3 of the training session here. Not that this is actually game 3. This is just out of the games here that I love. King Bing, thanks for the raid. Welcome to the stream. King Bing in the building. Hope you did well. Hope you had a great stream, my dude. This is game 3. You about to catch game 3. It's starting right now. This is training sessions that I'm doing. I'm doing a lot of training sessions, just getting better as a player, analyzing my games directly after and stuff. So this is one of the games I played in the training sessions that I was playing. 3-0 Blitz is the time control, getting a lot of games in, getting reps in, analyzing the games. So in this game here, Ferdy Absurd, what's up, big fella? What's up, guys? How many moves was the last game? It was 23, and this one's 28. So here we go. Get her Canty. That's right. So check this out. All right, I played white here. My rating at the time here is 25-36. His rating at the time, black pieces, is 25-36. So it was literally the same rating. House 23 moves. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Talking 6 nothing. What's up? What's up? Hello, another pawn. How are you? So this is game 3, guys. We already covered 1 and 2. If you missed it, you're just getting here to the stream. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube so you catch all the videos that are posted there, and the other ones that you never saw are there on the YouTube. There we go. All right, Ferdy Absurd. What's up? Kara, King Bing. Thanks for the raid, King Bing. All right, here we go. I play white. Thanks for the follow. Angry. So here we go. I play e4. He goes e6. So I'm like, oh, French. Okay, here we go. Let's see what he knows. We're going down the theory path here. d4, d5, knight c3. Now, a little bit about the French here. Knight to d2 is the Taras variation. Gary Kasparov actually played this a lot. More styles like, what's his name? Fischer would also play, after e4, e6, he would play, a lot of times he would play the KIA, which is the King's Indian attack, just to avoid a lot of French theory. He did a lot of things like that, so that's a pretty good one too. And I've also played the advanced variation, but I feel like black always gets good positions in advance. I never play this anymore because I feel like black will always get good positions in this one. So I'm just tired of this. I'll turn it to French toast. Right. Shout out to Hare Krishna from that one. So knight to c3. Knight to c3. I always like this one. And of course, I am a student, honestly, of Roman Djihashvili. He played knight c3. I'm going knight c3. I don't do nothing else. So knight to c3, bishop to b4. He goes bishop b4. I go e5. This is the stuff that we play. King's Indian against the French. I love it. King's Indian attack. Yes, not the defense. It's the attack when you do it against the French. So e5, c5, all automatic. Bishop d2, and then he played bishop d7. Now this is one of the moves. You also have other ones like you have knight c6, you have knight e7, you have pawn takes. But I remember twice in my training session I had. This was one of the second times. So the first time in the training session, isn't that still advanced? Yes, but it's a delayed advance. It's different because it's not the C. I can't play c3 because my knight's here. It's a delayed advance, which is a little bit different. But so what happened is if he plays a6, actually no, that's what happened before. Like somebody played a6, and I was kind of thrown off. Like after a6, I was like, because I usually go knight b5, and I ended up playing a3, and I took this way. I took with the pawn. And after I lost the game in my training session, and after looking at the game, this is how I get better, and this is how you should get better too. This is why I analyze all my games now, and looking at them and understanding where my mistakes were. I remember from theory that this was always like the position you always supposed to do. Someone open the door. Correct, yeah, right. So he could do this, but yeah, that's the wife upstairs. So pawn takes c3. Like, I didn't want to do it. I was like, you know what? I'm not going to do it. And I looked at the engine analysis, and they said this was a straight up mistake. I was like, oh wow, so I should take with the bishop because this is here. And then when you go here, you got a whole kind of game. This is different. So watch this. This is how you improve, guys. This guy's 25-36. I've already had this before. Here we go. Beginner question: why is cxd4 not a move for black? It's not that it's not a move. He just didn't choose to do it. It actually is a move. It's one of the lines. After bishop d2 takes knight b5, I'm threatening this and this. So if you take this bishop, the problem is there's no if and you're not castling straight up. You're just not going to castle this game. It's not happening. But they have lines where you go bishop c5, and then that follows by queen g4, knight e7, b4, a6, snap, snap, queen g7 here, queen snap, and then h4 is coming, knight f3. But white's better in these lines, so it's not good for black. They just don't take it most times. But after bishop to d2, a6 is a move, and I learned that. So what he did was bishop d7, again stopping knight b5. Not really stopping it, but I'm like, I'm not used to bishop d7. So what did I do? Same thing. I played a3, and when he took it, I took with the bishop this time. This is how you improve. So I took with the bishop because the engine said this is the best way to play, and then play good regular chess from here. So I'm like, all right, cool. He did take it. I took with the queen. He played knight c6. I played queen g4, and I'm like, let's go. Now at this point, I don't have that weird weakness anymore. And knight f3 is automatic. Bishop d3, I can castle. I'm feeling great about this position. So at this point, I'm feeling good. He goes king to f8, which this is a common move, honestly. This is a very common move in this opening. What do you do? Put the king here just to defend g7. It's very common. And honestly, I'm not a fan of this. Like, this is a common move in your opening, king f8. I'm probably not playing this opening, bro. I'm probably not doing this. But king f8 is a move. It really is. So after king f8, I go knight f3. I just develop, get out the way. I thought taking with the bishop was standard Gingy stuff. You know what's funny? In the books that I studied from Gingy, DG Hashvili, they never even covered this one. This is the only one that probably wasn't covered. Only one that wasn't covered, and only from the books, from the like regular NCO, Nuns Chess Openings, or like modern chess openings, or like any theory book. We'll always talk about, even encyclopedia, they take with the pawn most times. Bishop takes was never like considered really for some reason. I don't think I could ever be brave enough to offer a Winawer as white if you play e4. White always feels so constricted. Yeah, but you know, at this, I know the theory. So at first, I had to learn the theory, and of course, it does feel constricted. But when you know the ideas, it doesn't feel that way anymore. After knight f3, he goes knight g to e7 because he has to develop. I do the same. Bishop e3. He just goes h6 to stop any of my knight g5 ideas. And at this point, I just go h4. I'm lashing out. And I remember this idea from Fabiano, actually. I forgot what game it was, but Fabi played a crushing game where he ended up playing against the French, where he put his rook on h3 like this. So I already had this in mind. h4 is also looking scary because maybe I might go queen f4, g4, g5. I am the one straight up attacking here. It's not like, well, black got this. It's almost like black holding on by the skin of his teeth here. Like it's over. Pretty much. So h4, he goes bishop to e8. I'm like, if you got to play these kind of moves right now, something's wrong with your position. Now, the guy is 25-36. Never underestimate him. But this is, I'm feeling great about this position here. Bishop to e8. I go rook h3. He goes h5. This is all automatic. So queen f4, queen b6. Now, here we go. Here we go. Rook g8, knight to d8. He plays knight to d8, and now we have some things to do. White to move, guys. What are you going to do? Thanks for analysis, Kenty. No problem, Terry Flops. Why not knight f5? Because I can just take it. Bishop takes and queen takes f5. Queen g5 from Golden Dragon. Black's king on f8 doesn't look good, but castle was worse, yes. Bishop g8, queen g5, bishop d4 from King Bing. Take a few more answers. Knight g5 from Mr. Charm. Knight to g5. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Here we go. Bishop b3. No. Everybody missed it. Nobody got it. Nobody got it. Nobody got it. Here we go. Bam! I hit that man with a move. Oh my goodness. No, he didn't. Yes, he did. What? No. What? Are you serious? Yes, it is. It's a move, big fella. Absolutely. I hit the man. Rook takes g7. Snapped it real hard. You can hear it from across the room. As soon as I stopped clicking it. Snapped it. Rook takes g7 and stared at him real hard at the screen. Stared at the screen extremely hard here. Rook takes g7, big fella. And what's funny is I looked at this with the analysis and I was like, I want to know if this is right. And I was correct. The analysis, the engine says rook takes g7 is the best move. Rook takes g7. I hit this man with a big boy here. Canty straight up savage. Absolutely. And of course, I mean, my students know a lot of times when I talk about this, drag and drop method and figuring out moves. I already knew at the end, I'm going to castle, bring this rook up this way, and mate him this way. That was my plan all along, is to come back around. Was that like a brilliantly in analysis? Absolutely. This was monstrous. I couldn't wait. He 25-36. I couldn't wait to make this move on this man. When I'm in Jedi mode and I'm like really focusing and really about to play some chess, I make these kind of moves. And I was so happy to make this move, not on the board, of course, playing in my training session, just in the zone, watching everything like a hawk. and I hit this man with the move. Rook takes g7. Absolutely. He has to take it. Or you just, why? Like, you don't show this game to nobody. You have to take this. So king takes g7. Queen f6. Okay. He has to go back to g8. Thanks for the follow, Mark. I like black here with the funny TPN sis for him. So queen f6, you know, of course, king g8 is the only move because due to queen takes the rook. So he goes back here. I take this knight. I'm hitting the bishop. You got an exchange and an attack. Correct. Now watch this. The engine says, which I expected. I expected him to go here. Knight c6. I expected him to go here. And then my next move was queen g5. I was going to do a little shuffle here just to gain a tempo. Watch how the sequence works. King f8. Then I go here to gain a tempo. 2 more just in case. Then he goes like king g8. And then the engine says knight g5. But honestly, I didn't see a way besides queen d8 for him to get back. So I was honestly going to go castles. Rook h1. Rook in here. This was the plan again. So, and if he go queen d8, I was going back up to f4 and kind of chill. If he tries to run away, I can always like close the door real quick, come back around with the queen. It's just, it's winning everywhere. It's everywhere. So he didn't do this. Instead, the man, you know, probably wherever he was playing on the internet, this man got on the roof of his house or wherever he was, looked over the balcony and jumped off the deep end as he played rook to c8. You make mistakes when stuff like this happens. You make mistakes, okay? And it happens to all of us. It's almost like I tell people like that in boxing all the time. Like when it's boxing, when you get dazed, what they say, it's all fun and games. And Mike Tyson, the famous quote, like, you know, it's all cool. Everybody want to fight until you get punched in the face. Basically, it's one of those. So as soon as you get hit, it's like, oh snap, you're like dazed in the moment. So of course, even him being as strong as he is, 25-36, the man's super strong, right? 25-36, he just blundered a full piece here, which let us know we are human, you know, but at the same time, like, he just dropped a full piece here. You box? Not at all, but of course I do have a lightsaber. I am a Jedi, so it's a little different. I don't know if everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. Correct. Everybody has a plan until you get dazed like this. He got dazed. So rook c8, I hit him with the move. I'm like, let's go. King g7, I go back to where I was. He goes rook takes c3. I was like, oh, that's not a move. So I check him first just to make sure he on his P's and Q's and every other letter here. I snap. He goes queen c7. Okay, then I get out the way. Castle queen side. Now watch this sequence here. Knight to c6. I go rook h1 because I told you what I was about to do. Rook h3, rook g3. It's almost like I did it twice in the same game. Like, that's beautiful, right? He goes queen b6. Now what do you do, guys? What are you going to do now? White to move. Jumping off with a running start, he says. Oh, man. Oh, man. That's funny. Oh, man. Side. Just a regular song. It's really bad when I was inside. Oh, thanks, Mark. Appreciate it. Rook h3, rook h3, knight g5, knight g5, g5. Knight g5 protects f3, f2. So here's the problem with rook h3. After rook h3, queen takes f2. Right? Now I can't play rook g3 check. I can't. So now I'm like, oh man. But I know this is still winning. Like, this is still winning. But I didn't want to go this route. I'm like, man, why do I have to wait, right? This is too much. So shout out to you guys in the chat that said knight to d4. Knight to d4. Now knight takes d4. And then what? Knight g5 does threaten mate, but he has like knight to d8. Or like, not rook h7, but knight to d8, which is annoying. Razor Brand says rook h3. Konu Drum says rook h3 from Rave B. Rob B. That's right. Rook h3. I'll play rook h3 because it doesn't matter. And if I do this, this is annoying again. Pawn takes, rook h3. Not that he has queen g4, but maybe checks. You know, I could have went this route. This move is better. Just rook h3 now. Rook h3 now. So, you know. Okay. So, yeah, blocking. Using opponent's pieces to block. Smart. Correct. So after knight to d4, rook to h3, and then after rook h3, there's knight f5. What do I do after knight f5? I just snap it. I knew he was gonna go for this plan. He took on f2, and then I hit the man with the move. Find the move here, guys. First one to put in the chat. Let's go. Let's go. Where is it? First class says, what's wrong with knight g5 instead of knight d4? Knight g5 is not that there's something wrong, but you know, like win faster. You know, queen c7. I just defended. Like it's simple. Maybe you can sack something here, but it just takes longer. It takes much longer. Knight d8 also, or knight takes c5 is coming. So it's just, it takes longer. It takes much longer. But knight to d4 takes, rook h3, knight f5 takes. He took on f2. Hit that man with a move. That's correct. Bishop h7. And that was it. He just resigned here. He resigned. 25-36 goes down here as we go into this crazy line here in the French where I play h4 and rook h1, rook h3. And we win. And we win. That was it. That was my training sessions there. So 3 games. 3 games I played. Well, I didn't play 3 games. I played a lot of games, but these 3, I was going through them like, oh, this was nice. He's only down a queen. He can keep playing right. He's 25-36. Seems like an 1800 since Evan. The man pushing tight. I wasn't playing no games. Play as sharp as possible and win. Canty is scary. Yeah, man. I love this stuff. Bishop h7. And I won. I was like, let's go. Give me those points, bro. So I was like up to 25-40 something. And then now I'm back down to like 25-20 something. So I was like, all right, let me stop. Let me stop. So why don't you show your losses? Oh, they're on YouTube. Absolutely. So, you know, you just got to make sure you watch the videos, big fella, because I have those on there. That was fire. Absolutely. For the absurd. And welcome to the stream. Razor Brand, thanks so much. Thanks so much, bro. Thanks for the follow. Apollo the Diana. What's good, Canty? What's up, Kills? What is up? What is up? So that's it, guys. That's it there. That was the game.